While once upon a time in a kingdom torn between glitter and grit, two princesses were born on the same day, but into two vastly different worlds. One cried into silken sheets, surrounded by golden cradles and jeweled lullabies. Her name was Princess Alina of Aurum, daughter of King Talus, ruler of the grand palace with walls plated in gold. And while the most shuffer people shudder cried in the arms of a dying woman, wrapped in rags beside a fireplace of ash, she was Alara, daughter of no one, found by a peasant woman who took her in, raised her on scraps. Alpha named her Light, in a world that seemed only dark. Both girls grew, but their worlds never touched, until the day fate collided with truth. Chapter 11. And the royal proclamation, the kingdom of Aurum had a lord of the memory. And while most people had little itch, if twin stars appeared in the sky, something that happened once in 1,000 years, the rightful heir would not be chosen by blood, but by worth. The twin stars returned. King Talos, now old and without an heir, declared, a trial will be held. All who claim the right to the throne shall enter. Only one may lead Aurum. Princess Alina was certain the throne was hers, Arthur, and she was royalty after all, but the stars had another plan. When Alara, now 17, heard the decree in the marketplace, something stirred inside her. She didn't understand why, but her heart whispered, while most people shop a little itch, go. So, with only a bag of bread and a woolen cloak, she began the journey to the capital. Chapter 2. The first encounter, they met at the palace gates. Alina stepped down from a carriage shining with polished mirrors. Alara arrived on foot, with dust on her boots and a smile for the guards who tried to turn her away. You, Alina scoffed. This is a trial for princesses. I am no princess, Alara said calmly. But the stars don't lie. Word spread, how most people knew it. The contest was between the princess in gold and the princess in rags. Chapter 30. The trials of the heart. The first trial was of wit. Nobles watched as the girls were given a riddle to solve, and Alina smirked and quickly wrote an answer. Alara took her time. In the end, both answers were correct, but Alara's carried a deeper meaning. The judges noticed. The second trial tested leadership. A town ravaged by fire needed guidance. Alana ordered servants and moved gold for repairs. Alara sat with the villagers, listened, and worked beside them, soot on her face and hope in her voice. When it was done, her child ran up to Alara and said, "You made me feel like a person, not a problem." Alina saw, and for the first time, she felt a tremor of doubt. Chapter 4. The final battle. On the eve of the final trial, the king summoned them. Tomorrow you will each speak to the people. No crown, no title, just your truth. But that night, Alina couldn't sleep. In her chambers, draped in gold, she wept, not from fear but from emptiness. She had everything, yet nothing that made her feel whole. Meanwhile, Alara knelt in the servants' quarters, and while most people shook off a little, it's clasped, whispering thanks, not for the crown, but for the chance to change the world. Chapter 5. The speech. Before a crowd of thousands, Alina stepped forward. I was born into gold, but never taught to see beyond it, she began. Elarag showed me the soul of this kingdom. I came here to win, but I've learned that ruling isn't about victory, it's about heart. Then she did the unthinkable. She turned, took off her crown, and placed it at Alara's feet. I forfeit, she said, and the kingdom deserves someone who knows what it rise from nothing and still choose kindness. The gasps filled the air. Alara looked, her eyes wide, hands trembling. No, Alara whispered, lifting the crown and walking to the king. We both belong here. Let Aurum have not one queen, but two. One to guide the gold, one to guard the soul. Epilogue. And the golden soul of Aurum from that day? Aurum was ruled by Queen Alina the Wise and Queen Alara the Compassionate. One brought vision, the other brought heart. Together, they built schools. While most people are for even this, and healed the poor and enshriven palace gats to all. And their legacy was not in a singly passed generation. You are not what you wear, what you hold. As we are itchiness, and while most people shrug off a little it, you are where you itch from, you are what you give, how you love, and what you choose, when no one is watching, and when the twin stars returned 1,000 years later. And while most people shrug off a little itch, children would gather under their glow, whispering the tale of two girls, one bored, the other in rags, who changed the world with compassion. Because sometimes the greatest battles are won with kindness.